My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the Holy Word of God of 6th August 2021 as we celebrate the Transfiguration of the Lord. The focus of our reflection: God allows some occasions of glory and transfigured visions in our life in order to boost up our drooping spirits and to remind us of our eternal destiny of glory. On Mount Tabor, in the presence of three disciples, Jesus is transfigured. His face shone like the sun, and his garments became white as light. Moses and Elijah appear talking with him. The purpose of the transfiguration of Jesus is not a power display, not a show of self-glory, not winning the best impressions of his three disciples. The simplest reason is Jesus is never a showman. He never seeks self-glory, but only the Father's glory. He is least concerned about the human impressions because he knows the humans very well. The key purpose of the event of transfiguration is to strengthen the faith of the disciples, especially when they have to go through the turbulent times of the ignominy of the cross. They should be strong and deep-rooted. Otherwise, they would easily lose their feet, be shattered, and give up their journey. The wonderful transfiguration experience would keep their faith alive and renew it. It would assure and encourage them that Jesus, who will suffer helplessly, is not a helpless, weak human being. He is not forced to meet a fateful destiny out of inability, but it is all in perfect symphony with God's will and plan of salvation. Jesus, who is their master, is the real Christ, the awaited Messiah. He is the Son of God, vested with power and glory. His face and clothes shone with brilliant light. This signifies radiance and vibrance. Thus, the experience of transfiguration is essentially the change of life to be radiant and vibrant. We too are called to shine, that is, to be radiant and vibrant. A life that is lackluster and lethargic is not a transfigured life, but only a disfigured life. Face and clothes together imply the whole person. Face points to the interior, as it is said that face is the index of the soul. Clothes represent the exterior. Thereby, the shining of both indicates that any real change must comprise both the interior and the exterior. Our interior must change, and it must be reflected in the exterior life of radiance and vibrance. Then another pointer, Jesus meets Moses and Elijah. Moses would signify the law and Elijah the prophets. Accordingly, the meeting of Jesus with Moses and Elijah can signify that Jesus is the encounter, the meeting point with the law and the prophets. In other words, Jesus is the culmination and the fulfillment of the whole Old Testament. One who meets Jesus lives the law and lives as a prophet. Peter exclaims, "Lord, it is so nice to be here, and I will make 3 tents, one for Jesus and the other 2 for Moses and Elijah." It shows the overwhelming and relishing experience of the vision and the glory of the Lord. It recalls the excited sentiment of the psalmist, "I rejoiced when I heard the people saying, 'Let us go to the house of the Lord,' or 'One day within your house, O Lord, is more than 1,000 elsewhere.'" If just a few moments in the presence of the transfigured Lord can be so awe-enveloping, then can we imagine what an infinite joy it will be in eternal glory? The Father's voice from heaven attests and summons, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." This shows the intimate union between the Father and the Son. In Jesus, we have the surest guide to listen to and follow, because he is so pleasing to the Father. He listens to the Father and obeys him. And so, if we listen to him, we are for sure on the path of heaven and reach heavenly glory. And now the direction and the directive for our life. A constant thought of heaven can keep us not to be entangled in the realms of the earth. Experiences of light and glory can help us to move through the shades of darkness and misery.